Her catching around that 15-foot area.
Clark connects!
Caitlin Clark, you see just a great little rub screen by Aaliyah Boston.
Here's Clark firing and hitting. Here's Clark spinning, bouncing, what a find, and power.
Caitlin Clark might just be the greatest force driving women's basketball, and other female ballers are going green with envy. Women's basketball has gained a large number of followers over the past few years, with several standout players contributing to its explosive growth, but none have lit the fuse quite like Clark. Her presence isn't just a boost, it's a lifeline, and her recent absence is starting to show just how much the league depends on her. She might as well be the Ronaldo of basketball. The Indiana Fever guard has been sidelined since May 24th after she sustained a quad injury while playing against the New York Liberty. At first, doctors estimated she'd be out for at least 2 weeks. It's now been over 18 days, and her absence, let's just say it's being felt. According to a report from USA Today, national WNBA viewership has plummeted since Clark went down. Jeff Zilgit revealed that nationally televised WNBA viewership is down 55% since Clark's injury. It gets even worse. Fever games alone have seen a 53% drop, averaging 1.81 million viewers before her injury, and just 847,000 after. It's not just the numbers that are dropping, the Fever are too. Without Clark, they've dropped to a 2-3 record. Overall, Indiana sits at 4-5. They're next slated to face the Liberty again this Saturday in Indianapolis, but Clark's status remains a mystery, even after a re-evaluation by team doctors last weekend. Before her injury, Clark was putting up elite numbers: 19 points, 9.3 assists, 6.0 rebounds, and 1.3 steals over just 4 appearances in 2025. It was an extension of her dominant rookie campaign in 2024 when she won WNBA Rookie of the Year and secured a first-team All-WNBA spot. Her legend didn't begin in the pros, though it started right from when she was a little kid. Born January 22, 2002 in Des Moines, Iowa, Clark rewrote history books in college, becoming the NCAA's all-time leading scorer and dethroning Pete Maravich's decades-old record of 3,667 points. Her scoring ability, deep range, court vision, and competitive fire turned her into a walking highlight reel and a cultural phenomenon. But this wasn't a fluke. Raised in an athletic family as the middle child of Ann Nizzy Clark and Brent Clark, Caitlin was built for greatness. By the time she was 5, she could handle a basketball better than most adults knew how to spell their names. Her grandfather once joked she was reading the court like a chessboard before she even started kindergarten. From day one, she had the grit and the mindset. The killer instinct wasn't learned, it was inherited. And now, the league is learning what happens when that engine stops running. Clark wasn't just a prodigy, she was a legend in sneakers long before she ever set foot on a college campus. At Dowling Catholic High School in West Des Moines, Iowa, she lit up scoreboards like it was second nature. As a junior in 2019, she casually dropped 60 points in a single game. Yes, you heard that right, 60 points, and led the US under-19 national team to a gold medal that same year. By the time she graduated in 2020, she'd racked up 2,547 points, becoming one of the state's most decorated scorers and earning the title of Miss Iowa Basketball. When it came time to pick a college, Clark didn't chase the usual programs. Instead, she stayed home, choosing the University of Iowa, a decision that would change not only the trajectory of her own life, but the entire landscape of women's basketball. She claimed that she played basketball because she loves it, and indeed, it was obvious in the way she handled the ball. As a freshman in 2020, Clark wasted no time introducing herself to the nation. She averaged 26.6 points and 7.1 assists, snagged Big Ten Freshman of the Year honors, and topped up her achievements by leading Team USA to another Under-19 World Championship. Naturally, she was named MVP of that tournament too. Dominance had become her baseline. By her sophomore season, Clark wasn't just maintaining the hype, she was doubling down. Her numbers ballooned to 27 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds a game. Iowa entered the NCAA tournament as a number 2 seed in 2022, but in a shocking twist, they were knocked out in the second round by Creighton. Clark struggled in that game, shooting just 4 of 19, rare proof that, yes, she's human. The bounce back, unreal. In the 2022-23 season, Clark turned up the heat. She averaged 27.8 points, won AP Player of the Year, and dropped a 41-point triple-double in the Final Four against Louisville, one of the most jaw-dropping performances in NCAA tournament history. Though Iowa fell to LSU in the title game, Clark scored 30, and the showdown brought in 9.9 million viewers, the highest for any women's championship at the time. She wasn't just making big moments, she was the moment. By senior year, Clark was more than a superstar, she was a sensation. Her games became must-see events, drawing sellout crowds in every arena she entered. On February 15th, 2024, in front of a roaring home crowd, she surpassed Kelsey Plum's record of 3,527 career points. And how did she do it? With a signature deep three, just 2 minutes into the game. She ended that night with 49 points and 13 assists, shattering the Iowa scoring record and reminding everyone that this wasn't just history, it was poetry in motion. Even Shaquille O'Neal couldn't stay silent, calling her the best female collegiate player ever. Weeks later, Clark officially declared for the WNBA draft. She had another year of eligibility thanks to COVID, but the timing felt inevitable. In her final regular season college game, she etched her name into the record books once more, passing Pete Maravich to become the all-time leading scorer in NCAA history. And just like that, the collegiate stage became too small. Her farewell tour concluded in the 2024 NCAA title game. She scored 30 points, but Iowa fell to South Carolina, 87-75. By the end of her rookie season, Clark had silenced any doubters. She averaged 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game, broke the rookie record for 769 total points and 337 assists, and dragged Indiana into the playoffs for the first time since 2016, though the Fever were bounced in the first round. Her Rookie of the Year award was all but a formality. What mattered more was what the numbers couldn't fully capture, the Caitlin Clark effect. From the moment she stepped onto a WNBA court, TV ratings surged, ticket sales exploded, and suddenly arenas that once echoed with empty seats were packed with fans. People weren't just watching women's basketball, they were invested in it. For the first time in a long time, the women's game felt like a movement, and Clark wasn't just the face of it, she was the engine. Her style of play is based on precise shooting, court vision, precision passing, and basketball IQ. And in a league where too many players have leaned into brute strength and physicality over finesse and strategy, Clark is a refreshing wave of fresh hair. Too often, women's games turn into wrestling matches with little fluidity or calculated movement that defines elite basketball. Imagine a WNBA, or even a global women's basketball scene, filled with players who study spacing, pace, reads, and timing the way she does. The level of competition would improve exponentially. The entertainment value, off the charts. Because while athleticism is part of the game, it's the art of basketball passing through tight windows, reading defenders, pulling defenders out of position that makes the game beautiful. And Caitlin Clark understands that innately. The truth is, Clark isn't just a once-in-a-generation scorer, she's a once-in-a-generation standard. Her influence is already reshaping how young girls approach the game. She's proof that you don't have to bulldoze your way to greatness. You can outthink, outplay, and outshoot your way there too. If more female players embraced that mindset, if they modelled their games around vision, precision and skill rather than sheer force, women's basketball wouldn't just be rising, it would be revolutionised. Caitlin Clark didn't just raise the bar, she redefined where the bar could be.